So this is going to be the X tape job for the wrist. A few things that we need to know about the wrist before we start this one. Right here is wrist flexion. Here is wrist extension. And now which side of the hand we put our X on is going to matter for this. So if I want to prevent this motion right here, which is going to be wrist flexion, my X is going to have to be on the top to help pull the wrist out of wrist flexion. Same thing if I want to prevent wrist extension, my X is going to have to be on the bottom to pull it into slight flexion to prevent that extension. So today I'm going to show you how to do it to prevent wrist flexion and to prevent wrist extension. You do the same thing on the bottom. Again, pre-wrap is optional. We will use 1.5 inch coach tape for this. So we're going to start just above the ulnar styloid process. And we're going to begin with what we call anchor strips. Anchor strips are very important whenever we're doing a tape job that just has longitudinal strips because our tape has to have something to stick to. And we're gonna bring one right here around the metacarpals. All right, so now our X is going to run to these two anchor strips, and when we do the X, we always wanna make sure that we are pulling from hand to forearm to help pull into that exaggerated motion. So I'm going to anchor here, pull and anchor, and then I'm just going to switch and go from 5th to the radial side of the arm, and you just keep flipping back and forth. So we'll go 2nd metacarpal to ulnar side, 5th metacarpal to radial side. We're going to do 3 total sets of X's. And then we close with some closure strips, which are the same as our anchor strips, but they are at the end of our tape job. This is going to help prevent that wrist flexion motion.